Okay, so it took me a minute to get started up because my pup was fussing for a bit, but now we should be good to go. I do have to fix the screen a little bit. Hopefully that will just do it. 'Cause it's pretty far off at present. Our reputation is good, actually, so if we do some murdering around, we will just be doing it for the money and items. Oops, I almost ripped my headset. Off of my head. Alright. Oh, we're still not centered, it looks like. Far from it. Okay. Was I supposed to move it this way instead? My mouse being shaky is not helping. Alright. Let's try that. I'm not sure if the stream is running correctly, because now Twitch appears to be crashing or something. Alright, we're closer, getting ever so closer. I should really click back into the game. Oops. My mouse, oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm gonna refresh Twitch because it's having issues. And I guess I have to I don't know why it always... Alright, I'm still a little off to the side, so... Once we get this... Because my mouse is... stupid. So I can't, I'm having trouble moving it just one direction. It's been shaking in like 12 directions, so we've almost got it, I think. I hope. There we go, we're centered. Or at least you can see the whole screen. It's all that I care about. I forgot to mute the Discord server. So that's just gonna have to be up in the background. Unless we get sick of it and I end up muting it. Alright. Drop a save here, just in case this goes poorly. Oops. That was almost our death. I might lockpick into a couple houses, or actually I don't have lockpicks, do I? Well, we'll kill some thugs and hope for a lockpick, right? actually tell the difference that made to the reputation meter. Cried again. Okay, there's a little bit of a difference. But money. We'll have to run back to Griff and see how much the gun costs today. Oh, I kinda wanna kill this one too. How many thugs can we kill in one night? He had a lemon. Where are all the thugs? I'm gonna save that because 3 needles. Okay, so he hasn't come to get us quite yet. Oops, I put my hands away. Okay. Well, our reputation didn't really go up that much for killing that thug. Oh, I guess I can start the quests early today. So, maybe I'll consider doing that. I long to see victims lining the streets. Okay, guess there's a thug over here somewhere. Lady just running down the street. Don't throw your knife at me. Oh, my mouse is really wigging out. Ugh, my nose itches. Alright, our reputation is almost full. I assume I got the needles in that shop because I started the game in that shop, didn't I? I don't want Barack to come with me because he'll steal all my kills. Gets jealous over the kills that I got in other people's playthroughs. Oh, I think I was just through here a little bit ago, so of course there's probably nothing here. Alright. Well, I know that Katharina and Sabarov have a quest for me each, so I guess they're the people to go to next. And they'll probably on the way send okay. Wow, the Pathologic Discord server is going crazy right now. I don't know if you guys can hear that on the stream. I've been forgetting to mute it the last couple times. I guess I can check this shop. Definitely want peanuts. Okay, so prices are a little bit cheaper today. I'll get a little bit of food. We have a lot of money, so I'm just hoping that yeah, it's like 3/5 the price today versus yesterday. So I'll go through this way, go see Griff. Thugs like to appear back here sometimes, so... I was just about to say, I'm surprised I didn't see one, but there's one right now. Surprised there aren't two. Oh! I figured his knife was gonna get me. I didn't start moving quick enough. That's why I just saved. My mouse is just acting haywire today. Oh my goodness, my mouse. I cannot hold it steady. Even if I have it standing perfectly still, it's been like flickering around.
Yeah?
It's because of the surface I'm on, it's not flat. Coming from a troubled district, are you, lass? We ain't no strict lot, we believe in values of trust and good faith. So are you a threat? Got business to discuss with you. Take me to your storeroom. 26k now. It went up. How does that figure? I guess his prices are different. It's not because it's a $2 mouse. That couldn't be. No, I usually have this problem with mice when I'm using them on a blanket. It's doing pretty well, all things considered. I mean, some mice don't work at all if you don't have a mouse pad, so I'm pretty happy with my $2 mouse. My only regret is not buying 5 of them. Because now they're probably no longer $2. Just have the same mouse, pull out a different one, maybe a different color, every few years, if it finally breaks. I had the same mouse for such a long time. It was like 8 years. Until it was when I was replacing the battery in it, and I put the battery in, and the metal piece that the battery's bottom contacts pushed down and out, so you can't pull that metal plate back up, and there's no bottom contact for the battery anymore, so it doesn't work anymore. I guess I could put like a piece of wire or a bigger panel that, as long as it contacts, it probably will work. But I just got a new mouse. That one had a really good run. Fantastic mouse. Yeah, it wasn't a really expensive one. I got it for free because it was a gift. Like a stocking stuffer on Christmassy time. Yes, but yeah. It lasted me a good long while. I'm hoping this one does too. I was trying to get around the building. Oh yes, that moment when you're trying to kill that many thugs. If you probably try to do the stealth kills, you'd probably be able to do it. You just need a good response time out of your controller. I also have a cheap USB controller that I like to get. They're $10. Sometimes you can get them on sale for a little less. And it's got a ton of buttons, so you can pretty much fit any console controller to that amount of buttons. It's got 4 triggers and everything. Fantastic. Reputation is full. Oh, jeez. Whoops. I'm not gonna jinx myself, so. So I was just about to say while I was fighting him, wow, my health is really low and I haven't been hit in a while. But I figured I'd wait till I was done fighting him before I said anything. I love my $10 one. I got a good brand. I might sell the lemon too. I could sell a Meridorm. Alright. Go find mom and dad. Not find them, but get over to them. We have a plaguey district, so that's another way you can raise your reputation as Clara. The plague victims that wander around.
Only in things of small value, they usually are bold enough not to trust to appearances.
You can cure the plague victims that wander around in their shroudy clothes, and they usually will infect you while you do it, but if you're already infected and you can take the risk, or if you're just really quick at it, you can cure them and get some reputation back. So that's another trick for Clara's run that will make things a wee bit easier on you. In the event that you need some reputation to buy things at a store. So okay. Let's see. So, is your faith firm, my dear daughter? Have you faced any temptations on your path that made you doubt the truth that I profess? For I have nothing with which to convince you, but the love burning inside of me ever stronger. Another typo. It's firm, Mother. Do you remember everything I've told you about those bound of yours who are infected with a utopian heresy? And about some of them, or perhaps many of them, being instrumental in bringing the wrath of heaven upon our town? It must be so, Mother. There is a mansion in the stone yard called the Stillwater. Living there is a girl named Eva Jan. Both good and bad things are said about her. She is said to be affectionate and depraved, a kind soul, while also voluptuous. But I am not talking about that. Lust is not the kind of sin to incur such a punishment. Why are you talking about her then? Eva has been led astray by utopian ideas. What has particularly captured my attention is that Eva, the gentle Eva Jan, is spending an extraordinary amount of time at the town's cathedral. There is no knowing as to what is drawing her there, but her way of life is incongruous with such a piety. It is mysterious. I'll try to solve it, Mother. Eve is gentle and weak. Begin with her. She is unlikely to be rude with you. Try to use your powers on her first, for from then on you will commune with some dangerous and difficult collocutors. They may overwhelm you with their rage, rendering you unable to sway them. I'll try, Mother. Oh, should I have talked to her twice?
Nothing threatens your daughter. Everyone will die, but you will remain.
I know, the entire burden of the earth is weighing you down. Yeah, I guess I could go cure a plague victim so you can see what it's like.
Neither the sun nor death can be looked at without winking. Who said that?
Hello. I know that sounded more like Katharina's. Sorry, in this she's Katarina. In the original she was Katharina. But that sounded more like her original voice. Maybe they forgot to change it in that one spot. Welcome to the party. You have walked around and observed much. Tell me, Clara, how does this disease spread? Through breath, through touch, or perhaps through blood-sucking insects? Those have grown in number of late. I don't know, Father. How could I know? I'm no scientist. Come closer, my daughter. Tell me, advise me, what measures must be taken to stop the epidemic? Where do we send our brave patrolmen and the executor suicide squads? All these measures mean nothing. Some of them to the cathedral and some to the cemetery, shovels in hand. That would be my advice. There's nothing wrong with your saying this. I am thinking aloud, and I would like to know whether the Harbinger agrees with me. For there is someone else speaking through your lips, is there not? Yes, there is. 5 years ago, the sand plague broke out in the poor districts where, due to our negligence, the social and sanitary conditions had become truly appalling. If, like the plague, it is spread by blood-sucking fleas and their host animals, perhaps a culling of bulls and other domestic animals would be the best solution. Rats, that's who you ought to exterminate without mercy. There should be a reward for every rat killed. And that's why, it's day 4 or 5, as Barak, you're allowed to catch rats for silliness, but the guards will start hanging rats on the barricades in the infection districts. I will tell you what I'm going to do. Don't say a word to anyone about the plague. I refuse to allow a panic, and so I will ban all expressions of mourning. Let them celebrate instead. To the bachelor, I've recommended that he reassure sick people, saying they have been afflicted with a general condition. There's talk already of the sand plague at every street corner. Aren't these measures coming a little late? Let no one talk about the sand plague for as long as possible. Now, if anyone attempts to escape and is heard saying that the disease is incurable and a pair of boots is the best medicine, that person must be taken into custody. Is that something you would endorse? You're looking for the cause in the wrong place. That is my job to do. Do not worry about that. To be the ruler during a plague is a cursed part to play, and a grievous burden. A man doomed to nothing but error. Yes, all of those measures are just a way to comfort ourselves. My only hope is you. I hope you have not allowed despair to take you over you yet. Oh my goodness, this text. Do I need to restate my request? Whatever happens, I'm only fulfilling my purpose. You shall visit a singer named Anna Angel. So I guess Anna has one of our side quests. Of the black souls in our town, this is the blackest. The Willows used to be the happiest house in this side of the town, and we were happy to have such neighbors. Now every crack in the walls of that house is oozing blood and tears. My God, what happened there? No one knows. Ever since Anna came to our town, she has always gotten away with whatever she did. Neither does anyone know what happened to all the former dwellers of that house. They had been a family and a tight-knit one. Do you suspect her? I suspect that one of the bloodthirstiest ghouls that walk the earth has infiltrated our town in the shape of this singer. Have you heard of the caravan? Of course you haven't. Ask her about it and see what she has to say. Alright, you frightened me so much. Okay. Whoops.
Is there really no way to cure the disease?
Alright. We will make a pit stop into the infected district. You won't be able to see how much reputation you recover because my reputation is full. unfortunately. The one time you don't want it to be full. So here's an ailing person on the ground. I'm going to ignore that rat. So it's probably gonna kill me. Oh, I killed that person instead of healing them, it looked like. Whoops. Yeah, this is the day that you find out the most from Anna about the whole caravan situation. Okie dokie. So, off to Anna's house. Unless we happen to see a plaguey somewhere. Nope. Hello, sir. I don't really want rifle ammo. Too bad he doesn't have, I want to say revolver bullets, but they work for her gun too. I'm actually going to duck in here really quick. I don't need more loaves of bread, but I'll take it. So many loaves of bread. I keep lockpicking into houses. I'm gonna soon have enough food for the rest of the game. What just happened there?
Life is hard.
Ah, you're so pale. Would you like to use my rouge? No, I got them back. I still had 19. But for some reason, when I clicked through 5 of them and then backed out, it gave me the 5 waters, which was kind of weird because I already had them and I didn't give them to him or anything. It was just a little strange. I've come to you on behalf of my protector and father. He wants to know more about you than he does now. You look like you're about to tell me something. You have such a mischievous sparkle in your eyes. I'm going to whisper something in your ear. Lean over so you could hear. Well, speak now. Simon is alive, fully alive. Do you understand? Ava's told me secretly. How can she know? The Bachelor has Ava completely under his thumb. She's like a slave to him now, but she also knows his secrets. And guess what? He's colluded with Stock Reuben, an apprentice of Isidore's, a surgeon and former mercenary. Together they're now hiding Simon from the Canes, making it look like he's dead. Not sure which text line I'd rather go through. I wonder if Simon himself is part of that plot. Yes, I think so. There must be a reason the 3 of them are doing this, and their goals are probably evil. What else could they be? I'm very scared of this Bachelor. I feel that he's a demon, a spirit of destruction and downfall. You need to check if Ava is telling the truth. Do check. And afterward, inform the Canes about the newcome Bachelor. Do you understand how that will change your life? They'll stop persecuting you. You'll gain their favors and earn a lot of money. Or perhaps you don't care about money at all. No, I don't need this kind of dirty money. I do. Everyone needs money. Okay. So... Oh, maybe you didn't click the bandage or whatever you were trading for. I've done that before on accident. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. So far, let's see. This is the first quest title that was exactly the same. Seeds of the Caravan is what it was in the original. This one was Eve instead of Ava. And this one was Who Will Sting the Bachelor, so I assume that the other one is going to be the same mistake. Or difference. Change. Yeah, I wouldn't be happy about giving away water bottles either. Unless you have 50, then it really doesn't matter. And sometimes you have 50, end game. You just can't trade them away fast enough at that point. You're like day 9, I'll like just stop collecting them. Unless I need them for whoever's quest it is that needs 50. You give them away and still have 20. Where am I going? Oh, I think I know. I think I didn't talk to Saburov twice, and I should have. Or I'm supposed to wait for a letter, but I'm not going to, because I think I know who I'm supposed to talk to for this quest. Clara's path kind of shows you a bit more of an angle on what Barack is doing, and implies that maybe some of the things that Daniel was doing weren't totally savory. His like reasoning for doing things. Stop at Capella's. Don't need to sleep quite yet.
Do you know anything about the disease?
Yeah. Did you actually get the items after you killed him? 'Cause sometimes when I kill him, I don't get the items that you saw in their inventory, which is unfortunate. Hello, girl with eyes that look like they're eager to take the entire world. Who are you? The owner of a pair of healing hands. You can call me Clara. Why do I feel we have something in common? Something important that's hard to miss, as if we're siblings. But what is it? I already have a sister, and it's not you. Then tell me, what is your purpose in life? I'd like to give the children a new life and a new faith. Indeed, then you must be the Holy One. Then you two are a prophetess and a harbinger. And you're saying that you're going to gather a congregation and give them the light of a new truth. What truth will it be? Tell me, girl, with the eyes out of which a dead woman is looking at me already. I'm not saying I want to start a new church. I must have phrased it badly. You simply don't understand how good my intentions are. I know, sister, don't be alarmed by the things I say. It's just that what you're talking about is too dangerous. It's not to be toyed with, even if you're just children.
Yes?
Oh, all the pain, all the pity, all the abysmal depth in your eyes. Speak fast, please. I do not know why, but being close to you feels oppressive. Don't be angry with me. Okay. So these next two are kind of away from what we'd probably want to say. I'd like to do something good for you so that we could become friends. Really? Do you really want to do something nice for me? I don't even know what to say. You know, sometimes I feel that there is no one better and kinder than you in the whole world, and that whatever whatever you might do would be good, even for me. I really want to. You know, I've told the Bachelor to go to the Skinners, which is just the disease hotbed. A little boy named Loafer was going to test a toxic powder there, but I still haven't heard from the Bachelor. Perhaps he didn't find the boy? I see. Would you like me to find the Bachelor or Loafer? The Bachelor would be better. He is, after all, the more responsible one. Ask him if he's tracked down the boy and managed to take that horrible mixture away from him. Alright, I'll ask him when I meet him. Okie doke. So this one, oh, is the same. Who will sting the Haruspecs? That is the original title that it had in the first game. The original. I would keep at least a day start save each day, so then just in case you mess something up, you don't have to go back a long while. You can just go back to the beginning of the day. Because really, I think you can have as many saves in this game. There aren't slots, it just makes a new file on your computer in the save folder, so you can just save all day if you want. One of my friends had over 600 saves, so you know. I forgot what I was going to do. What was I going to do next? Maybe I'll go look for the Bachelor. And then I can talk to Ava. Oh, I can talk to Yulia, which I was not told that. Katerina sent me straight to Ava. She didn't want me to stop at anybody, so right here the quest log is being inconsistent with the quest that I was given, so that is kind of interesting that it didn't update correctly. Good thing I looked at this. I only looked at it because I couldn't remember what I was doing. And you know, I didn't talk to Anna twice like I was supposed to, so I will, I think I'm gonna talk to Yulia, and then I'm gonna go talk to Ava, and then I'll return to Anna and get her, second quest. Although, where do I go on Anna's quest? No, it's Saparov's quest. I think I just go back to Saparov, so it's probably fine if I, hold off. And, okie doke. He didn't give me very much. 2 more thugs and I could probably afford the double barrel pistol, but I think I'm gonna wait because I want the price to drop. If it costs even more tomorrow, oh man, I might play the rest of the game without it. I don't need it. And I certainly don't want to part with 26k to have it when I don't need it. Have I been in this shop yet? I think I have, but I'm gonna double check. Okay. Yeah, I think I got 2 or 3 needles here. Yeah, I remember saving after getting 3 needles. So we can go to Yulia's, and then we're gonna go to Ava's, and then back to Anna. Then I'll go find the Bachelor. Well, maybe I'll go find the Bachelor, and then I'll go to Anna's, and then back to Saburov.
There are unseen connections looking through the capricity and tenuity that the world seems to be made of.
What a serendipitous encounter. Who are you, my angelic child? My name is Clara, and you must be Yulia. The changeling, right? I've heard a lot about you. Let's talk. I hope the cigarette smoke is no major nuisance. For reasons quite obvious, I'd rather not open the window. Why the changeling? Never mind, no particular reason. Do you have any business with me? I've come to get acquainted with you.
Is it really fatal?
Why are you so quiet? Is something troubling you? I'll be honest with you, I have a request to make, but I'd like to do something for you first. You don't have to worry about that. Rest assured you will do something for me. In fact, you are doing something for me already, even if inadvertently. Believe it or not, but the pleasure brought by your visit feels startlingly physical for the kind of purely intellectual stimulus it actually is. Is this something that you expected? Expected. An apt observation indeed. Bear with me, please. I am still young, and whatever acumen I've had the time to acquire is clearly not enough to suppress the excitement one feels when everything happens just the way it was expected to happen. Oh, the joy I feel when everything falls well in line with what I've predicted. By which I don't mean the brute probabilism your mother would resort to, but a watertight, well-grounded calculation of likelihood. You check your notes, you make minuscule adjustments, and then bang, you see your assumption gain flesh at your own doorstep. I'm happy you've been expecting me, however silly it might be, to be happy about it. Right, enough silliness. Let us get to the meat of the matter. You know, I'm dying to know what your request may be. I'd even venture an educated guess that you wanted to ask me something about Ava Yan. But what could it be? Anyone could have told you the basic facts. Who she is, where she lives, what she prefers to wear. Are you interested in something else then? Something concerning her soul? Is this the case? Alas, no, Julia, I want nothing of the sort. You can roll cigarettes for your scribbled calculations. I don't fit into your constructs. But how would you? Who told you? Did you speak with Katerina? Is this some kind of a joke? Oh no, I didn't speak with Katerina. I never do. Morphine addicts and other kinds of substance abusers are not company I normally prefer. They make too bleak an impression. I've ceased my relationship with the Stomaton twins for that very reason. Now these two are of potential interest to you. Did you meet them yet? How did you know I was going to ask you about Ava? Let's just say that Ava is no less religious than yourself. Just a little while back, she was literally obsessed with the cathedral. Times changed, though. The Bachelor has arrived and claimed the entirety of Ava's affection. Ava has forgotten her cathedral, and we forgot the hope of our salvation. I won't be surprised if the cathedral will simply cease to exist in its capacity as a place where the aspirations of revival are kept. Tell me more about the cathedral. Why is it so empty? Alright, let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, I don't think that there's a limit in Pathologic. The way they made the program, I think you could just keep making them. It's possible that it caps out at 999 because it does have a 00 number like scheme, so maybe 999 is the cap, but I feel like you would be hard pressed to get there unless you were literally saving like I guess you could do it. It would just you'd have to hit the save button a lot. So alright. Why? It is empty because it was built before the religion was allowed to reach maturity. Even an atheist like me knows what a cathedral is for. They are not, as Peter Stomaton would have it, a set of walls covered by a roof. Rather than that, they're vessels of the numerous. Numinous? Numinous. Miracle and incubators, if you will. The issue, in our particular case, is that we have the tower on the other side of the river to serve this very purpose. Is Ava in love with the bachelor? He's a demon. Oh, that was weird. That ended the conversation abruptly. So we'll read the quest log because today none of the text makes any sense. There is only one hook that can help to drag out this delicate heart. The bachelor, Ava's nightmarish paramour. It seems she will have to be rescued from the clutches of 2 demons instead of 1. I don't know what those are because the conversation with Julia ended very abruptly.
My arms are flaccid, as if made of cotton wool.
There's a white whip. I don't want it. Usually that is like in the middle here. I think they moved it. Just curious. Oh, I guess I'm going to Ava's house now. No, Clara is not a huge fan of Daniel. I guess I don't want to murder this guy around all these other people. I'll get punched in the face. Oh wow. Oh! Oh! I didn't think I was that close to him. Oh, that was fantastic. That other thug has not. Jeez. Okay, now I lost that other thug completely. Well, actually, he probably disappeared because the HD version, man. He probably got too far away and just ceased to exist. Oh yeah, because I'm going to forget. Oh, the knife does curve down. I was wondering. So that's why I just backed straight up. So I was wondering if I got onto a different level, if it would still hit me or not. And it did, it curved down. I'm surprised he didn't see me. Oops. I don't know why this keeps scrolling down like that. Yeah, heat-seeking knives is right. Oops. The problem is that I have no idea where he saw me from, so I'm just gonna keep on my merry way until I find a good straightaway to do this. Okay. Wow, is he catching up to me? This is not good. He was running way faster than I was. Alrighty. We have 28k now. Oh, for a second. I forgot what day I was dealing with.
As ever, the children disobey their parents and cause mischief.
I know
Perhaps
you.
it's all their fault.
Okay. I know you. I've seen you in a dream. You're Clara, but you really have the face of someone who's hounded. Have they frightened you? Hardly. What's your name? Ava Jan, and you must be here to see the Bachelor. Goodness no, that's an encounter I hope I'll be spared. I'm here to see you, Ava Jan.
What?
Why have you come? What do you want from me? I'll say the middle one. Ava, sweet Ava, tell me, where is your Daniel gone? He's working, he's fighting the sand plague with selfless abandon. He's here and there, setting up the town defenses against disease, going around and assigning tasks, inquiring, gathering materials, observing, reflecting. He's preparing to quell the disease and stop the epidemic. Does he know a man named Reuben? Oh, it scrolled down. That would be out of line for me to ask, Clara. Reuben has vanished under mysterious circumstances. Some people say the shopknock killed him so she could devour Simon's body. Others say Reuben himself. Well, people say lots of different things. Why are you asking? He's in danger, Ava. Anna Angel wants to inform on him. I must warn him. He's in the warehouses now. On the north side, at Reuben's secret dissecting room. Nobody knows he's there. He strictly forbade me to tell anyone. I myself don't know which warehouse this secret place is at. That's fine, I'll find him there. Secrets like these are never much of a secret. Okie doke.
Ah, what is there to talk about now?
Oh, maybe I had two different things to talk to her about after all. Good thing I talked to her twice. Tell me about the Bachelor. Why, I don't hear any tinkling. You speak strangely. Ava, I know this of you. You love the Bachelor more than your own life. Will you agree to touch me, to brave the depths, to answer my questions candidly and without prejudice? The moment his boots stepped on the dusty soil of our roads, the moment he took a deep breath of our air, the moment his shadow fell on the cobbles of our town, I knew that my life had changed, and that it was approaching its acme. He has come, and now I live for his sake. Why do you love him so much? He came here to witness a genuine miracle. He believes he will find here what he would never have found at the capital. He had been searching, and lo, fate brought him to my door. He's better than anyone who's ever walked this earth. Because he's doomed. What if he came here to work miracles instead of observing them? Doomed, I don't understand what you're saying at all. What does being able to work miracles have to do with anything? No, miracle workers aren't doomed. Even those of them whose lives are short-lived, them to the fullest in a way you couldn't live 1,000 ordinary lives. Look at me, Ava. I can work miracles. I can sense their nature. Mark my words. Neither you nor he will get any miracles for as long as they're expecting them with such greed and entitlement. Why, no, Clara. You didn't see what we saw. You're being too serious. Those who watched Scarlet Nina build the town, who watched Simon play with our children, would never say it's futile to demand a miracle. One can, and in a way, one must. Well, well, so that's what the utopian false doctrine looks like. Why, it sure is beautiful. You call my words a false doctrine? Believe me, it's because of the teachings like these that the diseases struck your town. For as long as the town is afire with this naive criminal and greedy hope, you will go on suffering and dying. I know it. I am the harbinger. They say you're Katerina's foster daughter. Can you see clearer into the future than she? Why do you ask? Will you take care of him when I die? Maria let slip that he has 3 days left to win. It's a commitment he is bound by. I will have to give my own life so he may survive. That will be a fitting sacrifice for the true teaching. You don't have to die, I'll do everything myself. Sleep and listen to what I tell you. He says we have to fight, to hope for the impossible until the very end. This is futile, Ava. Criminally futile. Alrighty. Is that all she had to say?
They say it's neither pox nor cholera, so it's not all that bad, is it?
Oh jeez, I thought that was a thug for a second and I was turning right in front of him, unprepared. Whoops. Don't jump when you're going down the hill. You will hurt yourself considerably. Especially when you only have this much health. I was lucky that I wasn't really going forward when I jumped. Man, I was kind of stuck on the ground, so... You should hear what Ava says to Barack. Oh yeah, where... Okay, so I have to go find Daniel. So the quest log didn't move forward at all, talking to Ava as far as Anna's quest goes. So we'll return back to Anna and see what she says about that. About our not finding anything out. That is. Yeah, don't jump when you're walking down a hill. Especially one that's steep. Yeah, I could see myself trying to do that and just getting really hurt. Twist my ankle and then break my neck rolling down the hill. Or the grass would be wet and you'd just slip. Oh yeah, I was sent to Reuben's. So I'll check Reuben's really quick, but I don't think he's here, because he's where Capella told us he was. Unless he's both places, which is just fine. I'm glad that thug didn't see us, because I wasn't ready to fight him quite yet. And now I might be. How did he see the thug but not me? Another one is there. I mean, I can afford the gun. I just don't want to only have so little money left. Not that I really need money as Clara. Should I buy it? It's gonna be cheaper tomorrow, I assume.
What?
What, have you come here to intimidate me? Who are you, Clara the Harbinger? What do you want? Why are you getting so riled up? I just wanted to say my farewell to Simon. He is here, isn't he? What? Who told you Simon was here? And wasn't he? Wasn't it you and the bachelor who examined his body, trying to establish the cause of his death? Looks like there's a whole conspiracy going on here. Alright, I'm gonna threaten him with the canes. Anna Angel is a crazy neurotic, with nothing inside and nothing of her own on the outside. A salad of haphazard imitations and borrowing. This rumor monger of hers is a typical example. Any more questions? Look, I don't believe you, but suppose Anna tells somebody else. She told me to go and check, when she could have just as easily written a letter to the Canes. Stop, don't say anything. I'll give you some vials if you don't inform on me. They help, you won't fall sick. Do you get that? What kind of vials? Special kind. Vaccines. I'm going to make a few hundred and give them to Isidore's apprentices to distribute to the people so that no one gets ill. If the termitary is reopened, they'll deliver them to the kin. If it isn't, they'll give it to the people, to everyone, so that there's enough for all. Don't be afraid, I'm not going to inform on you. You'll suffer enough as it is. Yes, that's enough suffering for you. So I got 2 black vaccines from Reuben just now.
What is this disease?
I'll let you go. Sometimes you say horrible things and sound dishonest, but I can see the kindness radiating from your eyes. Be warned, you rat me out, you'll regret it. You got it mixed up. What you're seeing is pity. I don't even know. What you're doing is blasphemous. Stanislav Reuben, it reeks of sacrilege. Stock, I'm not an informer. How could you think something like that of me? I myself, who's yet to do anything except good and kindly things to people, am being hunted and scrutinized inside out. Like some epitome of evil. Alright, neither of those matter. Do I have... Okay, so they don't stack, but they're worth a lot, so I'm gonna save. That was a nice outcome there. I'm not gonna get the gun today. I'm gonna hope that it's cheaper tomorrow. It has to be. It can't just keep going up. It can, but it shouldn't. It should go down at some point. And that's when I'll consider buying it. For now, I don't want it. I don't want it for 26k. I don't need the gun. So we'll go back to Anna. See if my talking to Eve was enough for her. I mean, I talked to Ruben, so that's probably good. Clara is pretty short. When you meet her as the other two, she never seems that short. But when you're playing as her, she definitely does. Hysterical. Okay. My keys were not working right away when I Oh, my mouse. What is it doing? Okay. That was strange for sure.
Whose child was crying there?
Ah, you're so pale. Oh, I already read that. I've come to you on behalf of my protector and father. He wants to know more about you than he does now. So I didn't do my second text line to Anna. Oh, so now I'm on Sabarov's list of undesirables too. Truly I'm being targeted by all of the powers that be. I would never expect that from Sabarov, a firmly principled man and an old neighbor of mine. And in the meantime, the Olgimskis have been utterly terrorizing me. I was even going to plead for his protection. And what's the Olgimskis' problem with you? Oh, I don't know what it's about. There's this local Ursurer. I'll tell you later how I'm involved here. So tough Vlad decided to pocket his blood money. Vlad himself had to pay up quite heftily. He transferred the funds to your new father yesterday. But what does that have to do with you? We'll come to that, my dear. The hunchback refused to give Vlad the money, so Vlad said he'd find a way to bring him to heel. Pressure someone who could reveal all the skeletons in the hunchback's closet. That was a direct hint at me. Vlad had found out about my involvement with the hunchback, but it's hardly something that Alexander wanted to find out. Please, my dear, save me from those infernal Ilgimskis. Vlad is terrible, unbelievably cruel. He can't control his anger. He can smash an oak table into splinters. He can condemn hundreds of people to torture just to quench his own fury. Help me and I'll be completely open with you. Find out if Big Vlad is scheming against me. Would he really threaten you? Yes, he thinks I'm easy to handle because of how I acted yesterday. And today there was this threatening message saying I'll soon die the same death as others who, well, need to go into the vapid lies. Well, no need to go into the vapid lies that follow. Signed, Look Back. Do you have any idea how scary that is? How am I supposed to talk to him? He won't even let me pass the door. My words can't pierce walls. What kind of signature is that? It's a hint that there will always be danger lurking behind my back. I mean, what else could it be? So how can I help you there? We'll think of something. You'll surely manage. I sense an angelic power in you. I, of course, would have used his children to get to him, but they're already grown up and I wouldn't be able to handle them at this point, but you will. Well, I'll grant you that wish. I'm sparing no efforts for you now. Alright, so I already talked to Capella, and she gave me the one quest. So I'll go talk to the Bachelor now, and I guess I can stop in and talk to Katerina as well on my way over there. Oh, I'm pretty sure I know which house the Bachelor's in. It's okay if we run through a few. Because I can look for items. They're plague houses. Wow. And demonstrate this really quick. Okay, so I just got reputation there. I couldn't tell you how much because my reputation was already full. That killed me for some reason, however. That usually doesn't kill you. Oh yeah, with Clara that would be quite difficult. You just have to run around everything, I guess. Get very lucky. Whoops. From this side. Whoa! Now I'll just look around and see if there's anything in here. A rifle bullet. Two hooks. Ooh, hazelnuts. Alrighty. Two hooks and hazelnuts. You're gonna shoot for. That was easy. Alright. It's one of these two houses. Oops. This one. There he is.
Should I just give up?
What are you doing here? I could really do without being bothered. Been looking for you, Bachelor. Someone is worried about you. Ava? No, Capella. Aren't you here on her request? You're the one doing the errands, not me. I'm doing my own work here. Actually, that reminds me. Have you by any chance seen a dodgy-looking lad around? I told him to get lost, but now I'm not sure he listened. You could tell by his eyes he was a weaselly fellow. No, Bachelor, you're the only weaselly fellow here that I'm aware of. That's reassuring. By the way, you really shouldn't be here. Barack the Haruspex is hiding in one of those houses. He's dangerous. I'm sure he is this Ripper everyone's talking about, the body snatcher. I wish I knew where he was hiding exactly. Wouldn't want to walk into the beast's lair in the dark. That's intense. So what happens now? Whose body did he snatch? Now that's something you don't need to know, but it very likely was the exact body that I need. I wonder if that child loafer were to encounter him. Have you thought about that? I've been trying to track him down for some time now. He's certainly somewhere close. Flashed past a while ago, actually. If you happen to see him, tell me which house he's in. I'll deliver on rewards. And coin as well as medicine. They will come in handy. If I run into him, I'll tell you. Okay. Are the plague clouds just, holding off in here for some reason? Well, that was quite a score right there. Two bullets, pretty nice. Run through another couple of these houses. I don't think he would be upstairs. Oh my goodness. Plague cloud. I don't remember if he's actually around or not. I mean, there's a bunch of free stuff, so it all ends in less than 10 days. Oops. Day 3, in which the changeling endeavors to hunt her impudent sister down and, whoops, uncover habitual villain's sins. Nothing in here, because this is Sticky's house. Did I go on this one yet? Oh, I guess I didn't go look in that one spot to see if that one child is still around. Did I go through this house? Wanders around through plague houses. Hold on. Oops, I'm stuck. I was pretty darn stuck there. don't remember if the Haruspex is in one of these houses or not. For some reason, I just don't remember. Because I remember him being in a certain house, but that's on a different day. Oh, he's in the same house as Daniel, isn't he? Just on the other side. Or something. I don't remember. Oops, I'm stuck. Just get run around in the upstairs. A bunch of these houses. Look for him and items. I just don't happen to remember where he is. Oh, it's the house opposite this one. Somebody tells you that. Who is it? So what is that? But he wasn't in this house, right? Am I sure he wasn't in this house? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a door you can walk, or a house you can walk all the way through. Unless he's upstairs. I don't think he's upstairs. Oops. Oh, there's an even more upstairs in this house. That's pretty crazy. There he is. Didn't I go in this house before?
I can barely walk. Enough for today, eh?
What strange manifestation is this? What are you doing here? I see. You must have materialized straight out of those whiffs of mist. You're being hunted, Ripper. Beware, they're closing in. You're wicked, Barack, and scary. You know, you and the Bachelor really are inhuman. What with all this spite emanating from you, and I feel that there's an evil creature controlling you with both its hands. Ripper? Me? How did I get such a shameful nickname? Like that? Wasn't it you who stole Simon's body? You certainly didn't do it in order to bury him. You're holding a freshly sharpened scalpel. I never touched Simon. In fact, I never even met him. But if you tell Bachelor that I've stolen his body and that I'm here, I'll be in a lot of trouble. A patrol will be dispatched here at once, and my mission will end in failure. Indeed. The Bachelor is very close. He won't hesitate to shoot. And you are unarmed. You know what? Don't tip them off. I'm not planning anything evil. Wait, forget it. You're not going to believe me anyway. So look here. If you don't turn me over, I'll give you my concoctions. They're good, you'll see for yourself. Or are you really unaffected by disease? I'll take your concoctions, you'll make more, and I'll hand these out to the poor. Okay. Yeah, I remembered that it was, at the last second, the one opposite of this house. I don't remember who tells you that. I don't think they even tell you on Clara's run. Maybe.
What?
Time. Precious time is slipping through my fingers, wasted on trifles. Have you found this Ripper? I've found him, Bachelor. Look, I'll show you the house. Excellent. He won't get out of here in one piece. You're not going to trick me though, are you? No, I'm no good at trickery. Hurry up or you'll lose him. Go back and tell him that I told on him. He was either in the house before or he's gone already. Either one. I thought you could tell him that somebody was on their way in to get out. Although they may have just changed the text on me. I'm not really sure. I don't need to go that way. I'll just go back to Katarina. I guess we'll check really quick. I guess I can go back to Capella. Yeah, they're always in the same house. I was just looking for stuff more than I was looking or trying to remember where the Harspex was. Daniel, I knew it was one of two houses. I just couldn't remember which one until I remembered the hint for both of them, and then it just all made sense.
My chest hurts. Can it be?
Oops, I cut him off. I was wondering if you could go back to him before talking to Capella again. So I'll talk to Katharina really quick, then we'll go to Capella, then I think Anna again, and then Sabara.
My stomach hurts as if I was filled with straw.
Oh, the pressure. If you only knew how hard it is for me. I've been to see Ava, Mother. And she's affectionate, kind, and defenseless. Did you manage to convince her? I can either lie... No, I didn't. She's in love, and I don't think her kind of impudence is what could bring the wrath upon the entire town. But it would have been so easy. What's the matter with you, my daughter? Had you at least told me that she threw you out, that you weren't been able to convince her that a frantic bachelor stormed into the house and scared you off, flimsy thing you are, and I would not have been angry. But you say that you gave up on her of your own volition? Why would I lie? It all happened just like I told you. So that hurt my reputation a little bit, but it's so little, it doesn't really matter.
Nothing threatens your daughter. Everyone will die, but you will remain.
And when I go to Capella's, I should probably sleep. But of course, it's like 8 AM and we're already through most of the quests. Don't remember why I'm lying here tonight, and I can't live my pain, and then I can't make this go away. Now I can't feel. This happened to me. Gotta stay, got nowhere to run. The night goes on. So just wanna scream. How could this happen to me? Try to make a sound when no one hears me. Off the edge, I'm hanging by a thread. I wanna start this over again. So I try to hold onto a time when nothing mattered and I can't explain. Okay.
Guests are always welcome here.
Oh, you know, we're, going along. Oh, all the pain, all the pity, all the abysmal depth in your eyes. Speak fast, please. I do not know why, but being close to you feels oppressive. Don't be angry with me. I've come to you with a very important task. If you answer my question, I won't bother you anymore for now. Tell me, is your father threatening Anna? Oh, for how much longer are you going to torture my father? No, he is not to blame for anything. Anything whatsoever. Remember it, in case anyone points a finger at him in the future. Why did I only give him my word? Someone's been sending anonymous threats to Anna. She's convinced your father wants to punish her for something. He doesn't care about this Anna at all, but I suppose he's going to start now. Anonymous threats. Way to slander him. Thank you for telling me. I'll strangle this Anna myself, the Viper, with my own hands. But who could be sending her those letters? They're signed Look Back. What did you say? Look back. I'm thinking I'm beginning to see now. Anna must have really been involved with the caravan, which makes Khan the most likely writer of the letters. So that's why they're all of a sudden assembling the polyhedron 5 days ago and wouldn't leave. They had heard of the seeds of the caravan sprouting in the town. Small wonder. What is the caravan? It's that circus of wandering murderers. The one where singers were abducting children and doing horrible things to them. It was an enormous circus troupe, doubling as a cult of some sort. A mysterious story that's still unclear on many points. The reprisal was too hasty, and the investigation too muddled. They had frightened everyone too much. Frightened how? Basically, they used to abduct children. It is said they brought them up as actors in order to attract new audiences. They picked the best. But now, so many years later, there have been so many legends, so many ballads and scary stories about them that no one remembers the truth anymore. In the children's ears, the word caravan is simply synonymous with a maddening and inescapable horror. By the way, Anna has an accomplice, the hunchback usurer. Khan will give her no peace regardless. In his mind, even a single living caravan actor is a being who will sow and spread the seeds of this senseless monstrosity, like an infection of sorts. Really though, what was the point of the whole plan? They probably had something else in mind too. No, nothing. They traveled the country, acting, singing, performing stunts and tricks. They took bright children and left ugly ones on doorsteps as replacements, like changelings. They were leaving fear, grief, hatred, and monsters in their wake, while themselves becoming even more alluring, beautiful, attractive, and memorable. But despite that, people were growing more and more afraid of them. That's horrible. There's so much hatred around. Was the caravan destroyed? Yes, it attracted the attention of the powers that be fairly quickly. There was a real manhunt for them. They conducted raids and searches. They chased them. At first, the caravan miraculously managed to elude them, but eventually they were surrounded somewhere near Orf. A ballad was written about that attack. You've probably heard it. But who could have defeated that evil if it had been real and not of the buffoonish kind? No one, and the caravan would have made it as far as your step by now. Yes, you do sound like you know what you're talking about. Who are you, Clara? Answer me. Whatever I told you now, you wouldn't believe me. Don't be so afraid of me. You didn't think a miracle maker would look like this, did you? That will soon pass. Okay.
Is it really lethal?
Oh, okay. Until next time. Just gonna finish out the day here. We're almost done anyway. By the way, I've found the bachelor. How brave you are. Did he say anything? Is Loafer alright? Apparently he found the boy and took the powder from him. He was acting rather strangely when I met him. Could it be that he was testing the horrible mixture on himself? I don't know. I really hope he was. Well, we got some reputation back for that. Oh, well, thanks for that.
The children no longer
It's
remember.
going pretty well. I'm almost, it's 8 in the morning and I'm almost done with the day. I only have the main quest left. So, That's kind of silly. I am about to sleep though, so that will make a difference in our time, although not by much. Oh, I should have eaten first. Good thing I usually keep my hunger meter really low, eh? Okay. I can go talk to younger Vlad really quick. And then we'll return to Anna. Although, I guess I'll read what the quest... Yeah, I can just talk to Anna next. So I guess I will buy food and head back over there. There are only 4 quests today, so... Yeah. Clara's quests usually aren't that long. She only has like 2 or 3 people that you have to go to each time. And you know who all of them start with, because it always starts with Katharina and Saburov, so Katarina. In the original it's Katharina, so I always go back and forth. And I mean the text in the original and the HD version, all of them throughout the day will switch back and forth between Ava and Eve, so who knows? Yeah, it does help knowing who I'm supposed to be running around seeing, whether it's just because I remember, so it pops into my head, or if it's just because, as Clara, you just always start at Saburov and Katarina's.
Paint is peeling off me. So ugly.
Alright. Oh, you're so pale. Would you like to use... Oh, I already read that. I've talked to the Olgimskis, Anna. Pray tell, what are they up to? They're not the ones plotting against you, it's the Canes. Did they say that? I guess if it's Khan, that it's kind of the Canes. But I think the second one's a little bit more to the point. You have nothing to worry about, sweet dear. The Olgimskis aren't interested in you in the slightest. A boy named Khan is who's sending you the threats. I wonder why. Ah, so that's how it is. Now I understand. Now I can see the whole picture. That is the point. Now I realize, woe is me, the ever unlucky artist. Artiste. I've played the part of a villainess all too well, and now no one is going to believe that I am what I really am. Thank you, my dear. Now I know which direction to expect danger from. Do you agree to answer my questions candidly and without prejudice? I do. And why didn't you? Let's begin, Anna. Let's begin then, Anna. Did you cause this plague? Is it true that you are a kidnapper of children, a criminal from the caravan? It's not true. I've never kidnapped a child. I was myself kidnapped at a very young age. Well, not literally kidnapped. My ending up there was more of a mishap. A mishap? Why? Because I'd been born ugly and mute. No one would play with me, and I couldn't even say mommy. All the while dreaming of becoming a real singer. I had thought they'd teach me to sing at the caravan and make me beautiful. How would that be possible if you were mute? They had sorcery in their blood. They made stage artists out of the children like myself. Nothing came out of my singing in the end, but I did become a true caravan girl. A malicious, obsessed troll ruining children's lives and souls. It so happened that I was already here at the time. And how did you become a caravan girl? I had betrayed my parents. I had taken someone else's voice, someone else's hair. Then when I was already here, I acted the same way the caravan leaders would. I was hungry, so I lifted all of these things from Willow the girl and then who then died. It was she that used to be the golden-haired singer. That's when the plague broke out. How is that even possible? As a punishment for my greed, Willow Mellow had predicted that it would all turn out this way if the caravan got here. She had even been stockpiling medicine. The stash is actually hers. Actually all hers. All this time I've been waiting for my punishment. I've twisted my nature so badly. I should have remained a cripple. Just what was this caravan anyway? And why did they do what they did? Or do I want to ask about Willow? And who was this Willow? She was nice, a real baby doll, but I did to her the same thing the caravan had been doing to children, ground her into flour, wove her into threads. I don't even know how I did it. Such injustice. You're a horrible singer, you had it coming. I suppose I can't expect to ever be forgiven, can I? Too big of an honor for you. Having an entire town perish because of your greed, no, it wasn't your doing. Alrighty. So today we went and cut into our reputation with both the parents, so that's unfortunate. Oh yeah, good luck with your playthrough. I am almost done with this day. It's just about 3. So I'll have a lot of end day running around to do. I don't know how much I'm actually going to stream, but I do have a lot of end day running around to do at this point.
That's okay, I'll make it. I'm made of wood.
I talked to Anna, some neighbor you have. Not you, we. Or do you still not think of the rod as your home? Tell me, what is your verdict on Anna? She is innocent. Are you sure, Clara? I'm sure. Who is guilty then? I don't know. Are there no more bad people left in town? Don't you want to know who caused the disease? Be careful, Clara. Careful you don't let a criminal walk free. The entire town will be slowly consumed, while your mercy is keeping the one villain alive. Let truth prevail. My reputation. But that is our end of the day. Reads, as dreadful a person as she is still little more than a child whose own naivety only serves to make her too fretful for her own good. I do not have it in me to condemn her. Let them turn their suspicious glances to me. Let them think I may be an accomplice. Still, I'd rather let her redress whatever harm she has caused. We had quite a few text errors, and the quest log was still kind of a mess on this day, but I don't think I want to go for the gun. It costs 26k today. Gonna hope that it goes down. In price, and then I only have 5k left. And although you don't really need money as Clara, I don't want to spend all my money all at once, so I don't think I'm gonna spend it today. I think I'm gonna go break into some houses. So I got a couple lockpicks from killing thugs, so... How many waters do I have? Yeah, I like how much you see the other two. This is the day where you find Daniel in one house and the Haruspecs in another house, and you can rat them out to each other. Which I did. Daniel gave me 2k and some pills. Nothing better than that, right? And the Haruspecs gave 2 of his silly mixtures. If I remember correctly, I think they're good ones. I didn't check them. Like the 6010s or something. I guess I could look. Oh yeah, I have to sell those, yeah, 41 is good. A needle is good. Head over to the park. I can't remember if there are any tailor shops that I didn't hit. Oh, the one by the canes. I guess I could head out there, see if this girl has a powder. That'd be nice. Been getting about 1 a day. That's about as much as you could hope for. Yeah, one of the 40 to 1s. That's pretty good. The other one was 28. Yeah, it is kind of funny how easy the mixtures are to make. I guess I'm gonna walk out and try and find check these two. I'm gonna see if I can get any needles from the tailor's shop by the canes, since I forgot to go earlier. Oops. My mouse has been crazy today. I'm not playing on a good surface. Not at all. Should get like a book or something. Oh man. Something flat. And then I guess, in a little bit I'll probably end the video, and I might do the end of the day video as the start of the next stream, because I just have a lot of time left today. Oh yeah, I should find more guards to trade with. I could get a lot of bullets that way. I have a ton of razors. So I've been murdering so many thugs at night. If I was Barack, I'd be up into like 1 billion hearts by now. Max it out. Didn't you have no people spawn in a playthrough? I can't even imagine that. Over in front of the canes, sometimes there are so many people. Or in front of the cathedral. Came all the way out here for nothing. Excellent. The trash cans around the cathedral always have a bunch of stuff in them. 2 waters per garbage can. So much. Oh, is it a file you started recently? You should take a bunch of screenshots, because that would be hilarious to see. Just nobody. Like, you'll see it like on a straightaway every once in a while, like here there were no people, but then I walk for like 2 seconds and there are already 2, like... Daytime and no people, that's just like crazy. Oh yeah. Huh, that's so bizarre. And is it like the HD version, like off of Steam, so you like have all the what do they call them? Achievements and whatnot that you can get? 'Cause I know yeah, my friend bought the HD version off of Steam, where mine's not connected to Steam, this one, so I can't get achievements or anything. I bought it off a different site, but what was I saying? He tried to get the cloak and the executor mask, it's at day 7, and just couldn't get it for some reason. We had to start the day completely over for him to get it. Lockpick into a house. Yeah, I thought the achievements were really dull. I saw a list of them, since I don't have the one that's connected to Steam and I can't get the achievements. I thought I'd just look up what the achievements were. And I hate it when achievements are just like something that you normally do in order to complete the game, where it's just like, you completed day 1, congratulations. It's like, well, yeah, that was the point, right? Like, I can't stand achievements like that. I thought putting on the Executor Cloak was a funny achievement. Or maybe if they were tied to all the extra quests that you don't have to do. But just, you finished day 3. Congratulations. Why? Why did you take the time to make that an achievement? Oh yeah, that's what we ran into as well. We had basically finished the day and we're still trying to do that quest. Because normally you can just talk to Mark any old time, and nope. There are a lot of weird things like that that they changed for the HD version. It must have had something to do with the making it an achievement. Because you could put the cloak on in this, and you could not in the original. So, it might have had something to do with that. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, I think that that's probably what it is. Getting some pretty good items in here. Be able to trade a bunch of stuff. I should sell some stuff to make some more space. Hello, powder girl. I should probably try to mine a powder while I'm here. Gotta get at least 1 powder a day. She had the exact same stuff. And I can try and spawn some people to trade with. Oh, the Pathologic Discord server calls. It's a good reason to end a stream too, right? I keep forgetting that I didn't mute that. Wow, no people. Powder mining. Wow, no one is showing up this time. It's unfortunate. I would have liked to have traded some of these items I picked up. Clear up some inventory space. That's normally what it's like. It always seemed like in the original, every time you walked out of a house, you wouldn't find any people immediately, but this seems to be a little bit different for some of the spawning roles, at least. Okay, that cleared up a lot of space. Got rid of a lot of extra items and got my powder that I wanted. I could try for a second or third one. That wouldn't be too ridiculous, right? Score 3 powders in one day. Oh yeah. Are you gonna go play Pathologic? Funny, everybody ditched the Pathologic stream to go play. Which is good. Pathologic is good for you. Yeah. Yeah, anytime. I love this game, so I'm gonna post these videos on my YouTube and maybe premiere them on Twitch so they're on there permanently. But yeah, if you play, good luck. I hope that your city spawns citizens to trade with, because that would make the game pretty hard if you didn't have any people to trade with the whole game. So hopefully that's just a weird thing that will go away. I've definitely never had that happen before in a playthrough. Oh yeah. Yeah, I helped a lot of people reformat their resumes when I was in school. Or write scholarship essays. I remember we had between our lower and upper level courses, those years, I helped a whole bunch of people get scholarships, writing scholarship essays. I got a $5,000 scholarship for one essay I wrote. That was pretty sweet. Nothing better than that. And I fixed a bunch of people's resumes. Basically, anytime I would sit down and be helping one person, it just turned into a workshop. So, are you just applying to one internship? Either way, I hope you get it. We could get 3 credits toward an internship like course if you took an internship and then wrote a paper and did a presentation on what you learned basically during the internship. And in our first 2 years you weren't allowed to do an internship at all, so probably only about a third of the students in my program ever did an internship. I didn't do one. Yeah, it definitely helps when you have somebody like that who's experienced on resume stuff and writing essays, all that stuff. Or just having like a teacher or somebody look it over. Powder score 2. I love editing stuff. Even if it's my own stuff, I just change so much stuff. Even if it's just like moving commas or craziness. Crazy nitpickiness. I could just change everything. Editing for like flow in somebody's text is crazy. Most people use a lot of awkward stuff. You don't read it out loud, you don't hear it sometimes. And then when I hit college, we had a ton of students from around the world. Always in all of our classes. Most of our program was from a different country. So I would always help edit people's papers and things. One of my friends from China, she used to ask me synonyms of things all the time so she could use more varied language in papers. She'd just walk up and be like, give me a synonym for this word and this word. What's another one? I don't really like that one. And we just kind of go through, well, this word, it's a little bit closer to this or that. That was fun. Yeah, writing dialogue, just it's definitely difficult to make it sound like the conversation's going anywhere. I think that's what I struggle with the most. You'd have a lot of dialogue that's just like, oh yes, I agree. Thank you. And you just have one character move something along. It's like doing debates. I had a teacher back in high school who he did several debates for an advanced writing class every year, and one of them was always a gender debate, and he pit the girls against the boys, and he said that there was never a year in the it was, I think 15 years he had been doing it, and there was never a year when the girls lost. And I always thought that was interesting. Because generally I like to, assume that the genders are pretty similar across. But there is something to, graduation rates in school for girls always coming out first. Oh, I still have a lot of time left. What is my exhaustion like? Not very high. I'll eat a little bit more. Save again. I don't know if I want to keep trying to break into houses, or if I just want to stop playing for a little bit. These are the 3-story houses. Like 50-50 chance on these being any good. We'll give one a shot. Whoops. Walks into house. Okay, this is already worth it. Just in those 3 items, I could leave the house and be satisfied. And if my mouse cooperates, I will steal this meat. Did he not see me take that? I guess he didn't. Interesting. Cries. There was a lot in that chest, so I think I'm going to kill that guy. I don't have a gun to shoot him in the face, though. Oh yeah, it's not random. On most of the houses, you can tell from the outside what it's going to look like on the inside, but yeah, these ones are just flip-flops of each other, and certain ones, I could go through that on a stream at some point. What the different houses are. These ones are 3 stories. The set layout. Maybe I'll just steal all this stuff and get punched once. I mean, that was worth a bandage, right? Oh yeah, sometimes they have those cupboards. Oops. My mouse going crazy. Not one of the 3-story houses. It's one of these houses. I mixed it up with one of the other ones. I got so much food in this house. This is ridiculous. Not too many people running around. Okay. Well, I'm really bad at fighting these little kids so far. Let's see how this goes. Because their pattern is totally different than anyone else in the game. That might have been worth a twire. I don't know. Twiren. Not a twire. Although I guess twire sounds more plural, but I don't know. I might end the day there though. Yeah, they are consistent about the placement of doors, which one's which. You mean running around inside a house? Because it's usually just anything threatening that you do. So if you steal something or if you put your hands up to fight, then that's enough to make them run around. Oh geez, the Pathologic Discord is going crazy. But I think I might stop there because I ran out of lockpicks and it's still several hours from the end of the day and I don't want to sleep. So I feel like that's a waste of time. So I'm probably just going to raid trash cans for the rest of the day, and I assume that's boring to watch, so I'll probably... Wow. There's a lot of conversation going on. I don't know if those bleep boops can be heard, but they're happening, and that's crazy. There's just a bunch of them. And they're not stopping. So I'm just gonna do these last few trash cans, then find a place to go inside and save. And then I think I'll end the stream there because I don't want to just be running around looting trash cans for the next hour before the day ends. So yeah, you're welcome. I'm always happy to stream. It's nice to have you guys to chat with while I'm streaming, so that makes a big difference. I mean, I would do it anyway, but it's different when you're playing really seriously by yourself versus talking to somebody the whole time, so it's a very different feel. So yeah, good luck with your resume and getting your internship. I am gonna get out on the stream and go sit on the Pathologic Discord. So thanks for tuning in.